Hi everyone. This is an analysis video for uh, defending against Collar's mate. I found that I found a video on YouTube that said Scholars Mate and fighting Scholars Mate. Um, so it may or may not be Scholars Mate. So it's basically attack on White's attack on f7 and mating the king by attacking the f7, building a power on f7 square. So the that video proposed to do it's called Rousseau's. It's supposed to be Rousseau's defense, Rousseau's variation or something like that. So let's see what the move is. So you move your king, and opponent moves his king. Then you bring out your bishop to attack f7 square. Then opponent plays their uh, b8 rook to defend their pawn. Then you bring out your queen. So this basically the next move would be to uh, attack the pawn on f7 by queen, and it's a checkmate if the black doesn't respond appropriately. Uh, uh, I'm sorry about the quality of audio, and in this age of sophisticated AI equipment, I'm not able to find a good software that addresses the issue. So, um, continuing with the topic, this is where Rousseau's defense begins, and I learned a bit about it, and I'm going to play out the actual way actual Rousseau's defense. So Rousseau's defense is basically a double pawn move um, uh, for the pawn at f7. So now queen captures the pawn with the intention to mate at f7. Then white black plays this double move. Now what you have is a attack, two attacks on white pieces. One, um, queen is being attacked by um, white bishop, and white queen is being attacked by black bishop, and white bishop is being attacked by black pawn on and d5. So now the I'm going through what the video actually says, and so I'm going to first say what the video says, then I'm going to propose some changes. Now queen tries to get away with this by moving to um, h file and giving a check. Now you attack the pawn again. Now you are forced to now queen is forced to move again, and according to the Rousseau's defense, according to that video, queen moves to e file e2. So you defend the bishop, and in the process you gain a gain a black pawn. So you now the idea is now the black doesn't stop there. So black moves to uh, d4, uh, uh, c6 d4. Now queen is again under attack. White queen is under attack. White queen needs to keep moving. So you put the white queen here. Then now now black pawn captures black pawn captures white bishop, and your queen captures the black pawn. Now bishop goes bishop goes to uh, e6 and threatening the queen again. So in this resource defense, the queen that is brought out is continuously attacked, and that is the strategies. Now queen can't go here. Uh, Queen can't go here because of and queen goes to uh, a4, and now with the intention of saving the fork on c2. Now fork on c2. Now you continuously attack the white queen. Again you move the pawn, double pawn. So you move the double pawn, and now you are faced with the attack. Now queen moves to according to the video, queen moves to uh, a6 with the intention of threatening the bishop. Now bishop moves back to its original square. Now queen has nowhere to go. It can't but to a a5. Now queen has nowhere to go but to a5. Now the now the now black plays a move threatening the white queen, which is basically a bishop sacrifice. But if the queen takes the bishop, uh, horse forks the queen, and queen is captured. If queen doesn't take the bishop, queen is trapped. Queen can't go anywhere. So it's a very good exercise in defending the in chess play, and in increasing the thinking ability of a person through by going through the thinking process uh, of a board of a played game. So this is the this is one of the possible ways in which black wins. So let's go back. There are other possible other possible other possible scenarios that were discussed, that includes taking the black pawn with the white pawn. In this case, so I don't I only remember the details of one presentation, and I was not able to play that video simultaneously, and when I'm making this video, even though that YouTube shuts down and goes back to whenever I switch on this application, YouTube shuts down and goes back to previous work. I don't know why YouTube does that. It was very irritating. So let me getting back to the discussion. So I'm going to present some of the thoughts I have regarding this opening, and some ideas I had about defending this pieces. Now I'm going to move the pawn to b b3, and so And now this we are back to attacking f7. So I don't know whether I thought about this or um, I do remember um, a similar move being made in the from my childhood. So I want to have a full disclosure regarding this. So now what a few things that can happen is Bishop, let's assume that um, black makes a random move and bishop, you may ask why, but let's for the discussion's sake, black let's say black makes a random move, so bishop takes pawn, uh, rook takes bishop, and queen takes rook. This is one possible outcome. So another possible outcome is like bishop giving a check. So when I played this against the computer, I do remember some of the moves computer made. So I'm going to play those out. So I don't know whether there was a person on the other side who was playing this, or I don't know. I don't know whether it is a computer that is playing me with its best performance. So horse attacks queen, and now so I remember playing this. So I moved here and gave a check, and so uh, king has nowhere to go, and so I remember computer playing this move. So for me, recollecting all the complex set of moves and the reasoning process itself is a progress for me, it's a activity and exercise for me. So I'm going, so when king moves here, queen moves to this square, and now I thought of when I thought of this um, uh, uh, when I thought of this move, I remember um, I when I when I was playing this as an analysis position, I, I don't I don't know the optimum move black makes. So I assumed that black would have been under threat, and it so uh, so I presume black moved this pawn. So that was the position. That was one of the scenarios I remember um, playing. So in this position, then queen takes this check, and white takes this. Then queen takes a horse. Now queen. So now Rousseau's defense has been to a reasonable extent nullified by this set of moves. But going back, where at this position, when I played the computer took this pawn. So I tried to give a check and try to capture it. Then I realized that actually the white king is under check, and I have to move the white piece. Now I moved the white piece here, and and I'm trying to recollect. I'm trying to think what the computer played. Computer took this pawn. not sure. So I don't exactly remember what the computer played. So did computer take this? Oh, I think computer played this move, and I think I'm not sure. Computer I think computer took this pawn, and I uh, now now I now I played this check and try to capture the hearts. Now I can capture the hearts because um, qui- uh, white pieces are not under check, and white can move whatever move it makes, and it was not possible in the previous move. I don't know again the computer why computer chose to capture the pawn. It could have captured the horse could have captured the rook, so I don't know whether it was the optimal move. So let's uh, king captures bishop, then queen captures pawn. Now uh, now uh, so again this was a one type of one type of opening that was possible. So again, now you're kind of in a comfortable position. You're warded off um, the Rousseau's defense. The thing is that you should note that black king cannot castle, and so even the white king cannot castle. So this is one type of variation, and you're kind of left with almost similar powers. So now the black pawn is doubled. So one simple move would be to uh, double move the white pawn to stop the black pawn. For that, uh, uh, to kind of to prevent queen from taking the black pawn. So queen, what in response, um, white can move one single pawn to attack the black pawn. So if black pawn doubles, white can move one single pawn to attack that black pawn, and so kind of um uh, nullifies the move. So in this position, white one possible move for white is to make double move, double move the pawn. So this is an interesting. This is one interesting set of moves. So let me go back and start go back to the starting position and start make one more point I want to make regarding the Rousseau's defense. So maybe I can, if I can do this, maybe there are better moves for professionals can think. So the Rousseau's defense begins with horse to horse to c6. And so the question is why horse to c6 is necessary, why uh, why horse to a f h6 can't be made, or any other move. So the point is, horse to c6 is necessary because white Rousseau's defense, one of the surprise move is to double push the pawn on c7 and attack both the white pieces. So if the horse is not on c6, bishop can give a check and and get away from get away bishop can get away from bishop can attack the king, and queen can get away. Attacking queen can get away. Let me explain that properly. So now let's assume that horse is in this square instead of this square, c6. um, Queen moves here, double push here, pawn check. Now you have this. Now uh, now we have two pieces, two attacks to consider. Now assume that you continue the attack. uh, Queen gives check. Now pawn comes here. Queen uh, bishop bishop can give a check. Now let's assume that since you want to play aggressive, you move, you double double push the pawn. So now you 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 come back, queen retreats. Now pawn can capture the bishop. So again, the Rousseau's defense moves the queenside knight to block to 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 block the bishop check, and bishop check to the queen, and that is my explanation. So now even in this case, you give a check, you double push the pawn, you come back here. Now pawn takes, now queen takes pawn check. Now uh, you can king can move, or you if bishop moves, this pawn goes, and so let's assume that queen moves to the square to block the check. Now or king moves, let's assume that queen moves to the square, that can force a queen trade, and you get a pawn, so that you may not want that, or you may want to lose castling the king, king castle by moving the king. That is one option. So if king moves there, queen can still take the pawn and force a ask for a trade. Like queen can take this pawn and ask for a trade. So let's go back, and you may want to put the king here. Uh, so again, now in this case, you get a pawn. you get a center pawn. So in this situation, black has lost three pawns, and white has lost one pawn and one bishop. So again, this is a variation of uh, um, variation of uh, um, F yeah, F7 made through attack on F7, and this is my suggestions and plays. When I actually played this the variation to the my queen queen b3 variation against against the computer, I found it. I found it. I found it. Uh, I found it very difficult. I had initial advantages because I had spent a lot of time thinking about it, but those advantages vanished as I played against the computer, and the computer was pretty good at um, capturing, overpowering me slowly, and so the idea is uh, you move the king queen out, you pawn takes, then queen comes here. So so this is a variation that kind of recaptures the white's domination of the center. So you can another thing is that you can another thing you can try is so anyway, this is the variation that kind of I thought was interesting. But when I played this against the computer, I had initial advantages because I had thought about the moves, but I could not make a convincing victory or a gain. So let me go back to what I want to say regarding this bishop variation. One interesting move is when you are attacking attacking f7 with bishop and queen. One interesting thing you can try is as soon as you bring out the bishop. Um, um, Another variation you can try is you can when black moves makes a defensive move, you move the bishop to so that it is supported by center point. This is another variation. So this eliminates Rousseau's trap of so it nullifies if you think that the Rousseau's defense is going to pay, it's going to nullify. So in chess you carry out a plan, but you need to think about what the opponent is going to move, and it is generally I found it very difficult because I when you are threatened here you get angry, and I when you are in pain and under threat, you get angry, and you end up you develop a behavior pattern of continuously attacking more and more because that is the only option. Because other option is you don't have option. You're going to lose, and you are forced to play more and more aggressively. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. You learned something, and I definitely learned something, and I enjoyed making my contributions to the learning process. So my that the contribution two contributions I want to highlight is queen to b3, and early on bishop to d5, white bishop to d5, to increase your chances of mating black at f7. Okay, thanks for your time. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up and check out my videos. I post on my channel.